France.
Now, adverse weather conditions saw the final being scrapped and the results being referred to the qualification standings, where Jean-Marc had qualified third best, which meant automatically he took the bronze medal. I had a chat with him, the youngster from Athlone in Cape Town, earlier this morning. In fact, as we speak, he told me he was born in 1945, so he's already on air watching this interview on SABC-Plus App. Let's take a quick look at how the conversation went.
You're out in France. Another podium finish for you. Most importantly, it's a step closer to going back to Paris for 2024 for those Olympic Games.
Definitely. I'm excited. You know, it's for me, it's a dream come true to make another podium in France, and especially one of my favorite events, FISE Montpellier. It's been some time since I've been to FISE Montpellier, so I'm grateful to come back and make the podium.
Speak to us about your journey, so to speak. A couple of days ago, you were on our sister channel, SABC3, in the morning on Espresso. We saw you board that flight out to Montpellier. You're out there performing. How has competition been? I asked that of you because in terms of South Africa anyway, skateboarding is seen more of a nuisance, more of those kids running around making a noise in the streets. But out there with the big boys, it's actually, a lifestyle and a job, full-time job for some of the athletes you are competing against.
Definitely, it's it is competitive. In any country, I think in terms of contest skateboarding, and I think the level in South Africa as well is world class. From where it's come from, from where I've started. So when I started competing internationally, I definitely learned a lot along the years, and more so, the further we get into it, and I'm learning as I go right now as well. So it's definitely something that has motivated me, competing with everybody here. Skateboarders I've looked up to my whole life, and to have actually, taken the initiative to, put myself out there and believe that I can actually make a podium, and not just once, but continue to do it. It's really something that is a dream come true, and I'm grateful for it, and hopefully I can continue to do it.
From Athlone to the big lights of France, it's one of those journeys that a lot of people ask. When you wake up, ask any South African kid, I don't want to be a footballer, I don't want to play rugby. What got you into the sport of skateboarding anyway?
The one thing that got me into skateboarding was, I think it's, as every other skateboarder possibly has, seen it. They saw kids doing it. For me, I saw kids doing it at school or after school, and I took to it very differently. I obviously, went home, asked my parents for a board, and my mother gives me her old board that she used to use when she started skateboarding when she was younger. So it was something that I saw as a platform to, express myself, as a means of creativity for myself, and just something that I could do in my own time, and then it evolved into something much bigger than I thought.
I would like to say where to from here, but obviously the big game, or the big aim is obviously representing your country at the Olympics. Where has it gone? Where are you right now in terms of that? Third place finish at FISA. Couple of podium finishes throughout the year. You've been on the America's skateboarding magazines. There's nothing you haven't done as far as the sport is concerned. Guinness World Records as well, a couple of them.
Thank you.
The sky's the limit, so to speak, but obviously it's a legacy that I think any sportsman, sportswoman wants to leave behind, in particular for young ones who look up to them, and in particular for you, from where you come from as well.
Definitely. With regards to where I'm at, in April, I just qualified through the South African Olympic trials for street skateboarding to compete in Rome next month in Italy. And that will form as part of the qualification process for Paris 2024. And myself and a few others were selected for this event. And going forward, there will be a few more qualification events leading up to Paris, right before Paris as well, 2024. So we have a lot more to do, definitely. And, I'm ready. I feel ready, definitely, especially after this being, my first international event for the year. The first one is always the icebreaker. and I'm happy with the results so far. I wish that on the day, obviously the rain threw a bit of a span in the works, and I wish I could have changed my score a little bit, but I'm happy to have made the podium, and I'm ready for it. That's the goal, and it would be a dream come true to represent South Africa. And for me, to inspire South African skateboarding to continue to bring home podiums, and to just inspire other skateboarders from where I'm from, communities just like that, and continue to skateboarding, continue to keep the fire alive in South Africa, and along with everybody else as well. So I'm grateful for the support, and I'm going to be working hard, really hard, to get to Paris.